Belief, it's a powerful thing, and it can move mountains, it can give hope, it can unite people, or it can divide them. For centuries, faith in a higher power, a God, has shaped civilizations. It's given comfort, meaning, and purpose. But what happens when that faith crumbles? Imagine a world built on unshakable truth. That's what faith offers for some. But life as we know ain't always sunshine and roses. Sometimes it throws curveballs, sickness, loss, tragedy. It makes you question everything. This is the story of those who once believed. They prayed, they trusted, they lived by the book. But somewhere along the way, doubt crept in. Their faith, once a beacon, began to flicker and fade. This ain't about mocking faith, it's about understanding those who've lost it. It's about empathy, yeah? Let's listen to their stories. Sarah grew up in a devout family. Church every Sunday, prayers before every meal. Faith was woven into the fabric of her daily life. Faith was all she knew. It was her guiding light, her source of comfort and strength. But then, her world came crashing down. The foundation of her beliefs was shaken. Her little brother, her only sibling, fell ill. They prayed. Oh, how they prayed. Every waking moment was filled with pleas for his recovery. They begged God to spare him. Their prayers were fervent, their faith unwavering. They held on to the hope that their faith would be rewarded. But it wasn't. Her brother passed away, leaving a void that could never be filled. And with him, a part of Sarah's faith died too. The loss was unbearable. The silence from above was deafening. The absence of answers was a constant reminder of her pain. Where was God in her pain? Why had he abandoned her in her darkest hour? Why didn't he answer their prayers? These questions haunted her. The guilt was crippling. She felt as if she had failed in her faith. Had their faith not been strong enough? Was there something more they could have done? Sarah's story is sadly not unique. Millions face similar struggles. They grapple with the same questions and doubts. They question, they hurt, and they lose their way. The journey through grief is a lonely and arduous one. The pain of loss can be a heavy burden, especially when it challenges your core beliefs. Yet in the midst of this pain, some find a new understanding of faith and resilience. John was a scholar, a man of God, and a deep thinker. He spent years studying scriptures, trying to unravel the mysteries of faith. But the more he learned, the more questions he had. Science, with its logic and evidence, began to chip away at his beliefs. Evolution, the Big Bang, the sheer vastness of the universe, they all pointed to a different narrative, one where God, if he existed, played a less central role. John wrestled with his conscience. He felt like a hypocrite, clinging on to beliefs that his rational mind was starting to reject. The conflict between faith and reason is a tale as old as time. For some, the two can coexist. But for others, like John, the pursuit of knowledge leads them further away from the comfort of religious dogma. Sarah's grief, John's intellectual struggle, they might seem different, but they share a common thread, the pain of doubt. Losing faith isn't like flipping a switch. It's a slow, agonizing process. It's like losing a part of yourself. Imagine the rug being pulled from under your feet. That's what it feels like. The world you knew, the values you held, the certainty you clung to, gone. It's disorienting, isolating, and downright terrifying. Doubt can be a heavy burden to bear. It can lead to anxiety, depression, even a sense of nihilism. For some, it's a crisis of faith. For others, it's a complete loss of faith. Either way, it's a deeply personal and often painful experience. Section 5. The fragility of faith, life's unbearable weight.
Life can be a right bastard, can't it? It throws punches when you least expect it. And sometimes, those punches are just too much.
They shake the very foundation of your beliefs. Imagine losing a child, your partner, your entire family. Imagine suffering unimaginable pain, witnessing unspeakable horrors.
Where is God in all of this? Why does he allow such suffering?
These questions have haunted humanity since the dawn of time. There are no easy answers. For some, faith provides solace. It offers a glimmer of hope in the darkest of times.
But for others, the weight of suffering is simply too much to bear. Their faith, once a source of strength, crumbles under the pressure.
Section 6. Facing the abyss, anger, fear, and despair.
Losing your faith can feel like staring into an abyss. It's a void of uncertainty, a black hole of despair. Anger, fear, confusion. These emotions become constant companions.
You rage at the heavens, at the injustice of it all. You fear for your soul, for what happens after death. The world, once painted in the comforting hues of faith, now appears bleak and unforgiving.
The rules you lived by, The promises you clung to, they all seem like cruel jokes. You feel lost, adrift in a sea of doubt. This sense of despair can be overwhelming.
It can manifest in different ways: withdrawal, anger, even self-destruction. It's crucial to remember that these emotions are normal. They're part of the grieving process, a way of processing the loss of something profound. Section 7. Rebuilding after the fall, finding meaning elsewhere.
But here's the thing about hitting rock bottom. It forces you to look up. When faith fades, it creates a vacuum. And that vacuum, as terrifying as it may seem, can also be an opportunity.
An opportunity to rebuild, to find meaning and purpose elsewhere. Some turn to humanism, finding solace in compassion and reason. Others find solace in nature, art, or the pursuit of knowledge.
They realize that meaning isn't bestowed, it's created. It's found in the connections we forge, the love we share, and the legacy we leave behind. It's a journey of self-discovery, a quest for truth on their own terms.
It's about embracing the unknown, accepting the beauty and chaos of life without the crutch of dogma. It's about finding their own path, their own truth. Section 8. The search for truth, a never-ending quest. The funny thing about truth is, it's slippery, it's subjective, fluid, always evolving. What's true for one person might be a load of bollocks to another, and that's alright. Life's not about finding all the answers, it's about asking the right questions. Those who've lost their faith haven't given up on truth. If anything, they're more committed to it than ever. They've simply chosen to pursue it through different avenues: science, philosophy, personal experience. They're not afraid to question, to challenge, to explore different perspectives. Their journey is a testament to the human spirit's capacity for growth and adaptation. It's about embracing the unknown, acknowledging that we don't have all the answers. It's about finding beauty in the mystery of it all. Section 9. A crisis of faith, implications for society and religion. This wave of doubt, this questioning of faith, it's not just a personal matter. It's a phenomenon that ripples through the very core of our communities. It has wider implications in it. For society, for organized religion, for the very fabric of our beliefs. The questioning of faith can lead to a profound transformation in how we view our world and our place in it. When people start questioning the existence of God, it challenges the authority of institutions built on that belief. We're seeing it already. Church attendance is declining, and with it, the influence these institutions once held. People are less inclined to blindly follow religious dogma. They seek knowledge, understanding, and a sense of personal connection to their beliefs. They're demanding reason, evidence, and most importantly, compassion. This demand for a more rational and empathetic approach is reshaping our societal norms. This shift in perspective has the potential to reshape the religious landscape as we know it. It's not just about losing faith, but about finding new ways to connect with the divine. It's a call for introspection, for religious institutions to adapt to the changing times. They must evolve to stay relevant in a world that is increasingly valuing inclusivity and understanding. To focus on the core values of love, compassion, and empathy, rather than clinging to outdated doctrines. This evolution is essential for fostering a more harmonious and connected society. It's about finding common ground, building bridges of understanding instead of walls of division. By embracing these changes, we can create a more inclusive and compassionate world for everyone. Section 10. A plea for understanding, bridging the divide. It's easy to judge, to dismiss those who've lost their faith as angry, lost, or misguided. But that's the easy way out, innit? The lazy way. Instead of judging, let's try to understand. Let's listen to their stories, their struggles, their reasons for doubting. Empathy. That's what we need more of. Putting yourself in their shoes, trying to see the world through their eyes. It's about acknowledging their pain, respecting their journey, and recognizing their right to believe, or not believe, as they see fit. We might not always agree. Their views might challenge our own deeply held beliefs. But that's okay. Disagreement doesn't have to lead to division. It can be an opportunity for dialogue, for learning, for expanding our own understanding of the world. Section 11. In the shadow of doubt, a conclusion. Faith, doubt, belief, disbelief. They're all part of the human experience, aren't they? These elements are intertwined in the fabric of our lives, shaping our thoughts and actions. They shape who we are, how we see the world, and how we interact with each other. Our relationships, our decisions, and our paths are all influenced by these profound aspects of our existence. The stories shared here, They're just a glimpse into the complex and often painful journey of those who've lost their faith. Each story is a testament to the struggles and triumphs faced along the way. It's a journey fraught with challenges, with moments of despair and glimmers of hope. The path is never straightforward, often winding through valleys of doubt and peaks of revelation. It's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, our capacity for growth, and our unending search for meaning. Every obstacle overcome is a step towards understanding ourselves better. So the next time you encounter someone who's lost their faith, remember this. Listen, empathize, understand, offer them a safe space to express their feelings and thoughts. You might not be able to bring back their faith, but you can offer them something far more valuable: compassion. Your kindness can be a beacon of hope in their time of need. And in a world often divided by belief, compassion might just be the most divine thing of all. It bridges gaps, heals wounds, and brings us closer together in our shared humanity.